She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Okay, I enjoy the smitten. He's a little cringe, though. What up, David here with some more Slay the Princess. I got obsessed with this game last night, and after sleeping on it, I want to jump right back in. Because there's so much to do. And I checked the achievements, there's a lot of them.
You're on the path in the woods.
Even in the routes that I've unlocked, I feel like within each path, there's more ways to branch off within each route, you know? This game's pretty involved and I like it a lot. Okay, let's see. I said last time I'm gonna try to keep the conversation going as long as I can. However, before I do that, why don't we just try to offer, right away, without even a question? Huh? Where is it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Is there just, let's go with it? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
I mean, they're all bad.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay, the narrator hates monarchies. Okay, anyway, let's go. Wait, how do I... Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah, let's try to be really agreeable for this pass.
You make your way up the short path to the
Find Princess within.
She will lie.
Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to say...
Yep.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So that's interesting. The narrator's telling me to ignore the hero. He's not just talking directly to the hero all the time. Isn't that something? So last two videos we did, we unlocked...
The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade.
The adversary, and we unlocked the razor.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
So I don't know how many versions of her there are, but we gotta get them all. I'm assuming, is the point.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Because the hand things, too.
A staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. And
yeah, we've seen this.
Carried.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Just continue.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Alright, I want to hear this version where I just go in and offer. I want to see how she fights back if I just don't even say anything and go for it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
Yep.
her. She's so coldly. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Uh-huh. Should I just, yeah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know, but I'm gonna try to do it.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
So if I just ignore her completely.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Let's see.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yep, where's Slay? Yep, Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Uh-huh.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
That's it, one and done.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
And here we go.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
It's almost like she's the one who's cursed to just live this again and again and again.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Let's find out. Of course, she's dead. Of course not, that was too easy. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
One and done.
With your work done, You make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
'Cause I literally just went in and murdered someone without even a word.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
This one's hard because you literally are just trusting the narrator.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
And that's
you
it.
open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Oh?
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Oh god, it's the abyss again. Am I gonna get all handsed up?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Bruh!
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
He just had me extract myself from the world. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world, yeah.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh, is it?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, this makes me think that your role with the princess has a lot to do with, like...
Time passes. You can't be sure if
Damn.
it's days, or months, or years, or even decades.
Jeez.
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Oh yeah, I love when the narrator has to tell me I'm happy.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I think we are. Oh, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Exactly. I love this ending. No, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it. Let's see. The deluded mind.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes.
Jeez.
Though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Yeah, no, he's forcing this.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Uh-oh.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift.
Ooh.
You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I'm beyond time now. Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. That's the good ending. They even, like, drew it, like... That's so crazy. Whoa! I got credits for this? Damn. The voices in your head, Jonathan Sims. I love that. Wait. So yeah, Tony and Abby, great job, by the way. Like, this is an awesome game. Oh. Yeah, this is such a great little team. Everyone did awesome. Okay. Patreon! Nice. Anybody I know? Any YouTubers? I don't want to read all that. But congrats, all of you. Gab Smolders! Hey, I love her. Thanks to our little creatures. That's great. Eternal Bliss. Yeah, you did it. Thanks so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. What? There's something off about this. But okay. Interesting. The Princess, the World Ender, Eternal Bliss. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. I gotta look into that. The Princess, the World Ender, Eternal Bliss. Join the... this is fun. Wait. If I hit this, does it actually open up Discord? Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny. That's awesome. Fun fact, I'm in it. I don't like do much on Discord, so... Because I don't like chatting a lot, because I have so much other stuff going on, but that's really cool. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, I can't use the mouse. Follow us somewhere else. That's Twitter, probably. Okay, cool. Nice. So that's the good ending, eh? Methinks there's a lot more to be done.
Your Honor, your...
Okay. Have you thought... Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Oh no, I keep waking up here. Okay, if you don't tell me where I'm going, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
Wait. No, so that's interesting, because she fights you if you hesitate. She stabs you if you, like, mull it over. And she doesn't fight back if you just go for it. So that's really interesting, because in a sense this is true and not true. Alright, forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I think I did that one already. Okay. Okay, look, I'll go to the cabin.
Guess we'll just have to see what...
Yeah.
So sure, go, talk to her.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
So let's try to make this long.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
So we're gonna not even take the weapon. We're gonna go straight for her.
The interior of the blade.
Yeah. Enter the basement. Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open,
So
revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
I was really, extremely on the narrator's side just now. So now I'm gonna be all on her side.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Also, yeah, her tone was a lot different that time.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
And it's gonna give me the choice to go back, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm all on her side. Oh, you can do I'm here to save you, or you can lie I'm here to save you. That's cool. Alright. Okay, if I'm all on her side, I guess we're gonna do this.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Let's see what she does.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Very friendly.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Very, very friendly.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you can lie and say I'm here to save you.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this like we're just absolutely on her side.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
I can't even tell if this is like an act or not, because it almost seems like, based on the decisions you make, she becomes a completely different princess.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
We might as well go for it. Okay, so we can talk to her. That's actually what it's funny how I'm not doing anything that I said that I was going to do, which is just continue the conversation forever. I don't know, I'm gonna see what it's like if I just go for her.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'm gonna not trust the narrator after fully trusting him.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yeah?
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Can you turn into the adversary demon thing? She had no problems.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Was it you?
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe it's the narrator. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there are keys. Maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thanks.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Huh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Who's up there?
Is someone else here?
Okay, we're gonna go back to her. Yo, something's crazy here. I feel like if I try the door, something's gonna get me.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Nah, man. I got a new team member here.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I see no mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely hesitates before
Whoa!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Well, geez, if you could have done that the whole time.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Yeah?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
She hasn't done anything to me yet.
Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah, there you go. There's a
You
choice.
won't like what happens if you do that.
Will I not? I mean, this is my option. I've committed myself. Save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this.
Well, this doesn't look like the most ideal way. God, her eyes.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I was just about to say, that's a really sharp knife. The stretchy sinew.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Well, she looked like she needed a hand from the beginning, but now...
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Yup.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
There ain't gonna be no blades coming out of there, right?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Are you bleeding out? Do we need a tourniquet? Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh, Mr. Narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What? You can't control me.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Excuse you?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Are you kidding me? This asshole. There's not a single option. Not a single one. Warn her. I can warn her. There's only one option to.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh gosh, this one's intense.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Sir!
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
No.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
You know, you're literally doing something that'll make her defend herself. No. I refuse. There's gotta be another way to warn her. Resist? I can resist. God, that's a lot to slay the princess. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I refuse.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Also, what am I? Am I like some sort of goblin?
We both know this isn't you.
You know!
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
I need a manicure.
What are you doing?
I'm contemplating how much dirt is underneath that hooked nail.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No! Oh, great. Look what you did!
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
I bet.
But you aren't dead yet.
Yeah, this is all your fault, Mr. Sir.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Look, she's like a little angel, right, in this particular instance.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we? Explain.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
What?
And you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Okay, a little vindictive. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Well, she was a pro in another reality.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Oh, that's a beautiful phrase. Rivulets of pink? That's awesome.
It can't just end like this, right?
Uh,
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
oh, princess.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, do I get a chapter 2 for this? Ooh, the damsel. This is a new one.
You're on a path.
Am
in
I?
the woods. You're here to slay her.
Am I? Okay, let me guess. Voice of the martyr. Alright, wait. Hasn't this already happened? Wait, but I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I like this one.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did
Oh, the smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
I didn't even flirt with her. I just tried to get her out of there.
Our beloved?
Yeah, right?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
4 of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Oh gosh. Okay, I didn't okay, so I've gotten the smitten before. That was when she was the razor. Now I have the smitten when she's supposedly a damsel. So I think we should just go. Should we just riz her up?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
He's a little extra. Alright, let's... Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions. Let's say
okay,
for a
we've
moment
gotten
that
this first.
really is the second time. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, in this case that is true, but also, you know, there are a lot of ways I could have died.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
That is true.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Oh no, we're against you this time. I gave you your piece, it was a very quick ending.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Sure.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here.
Yeah, it's true.
Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah, those are the two possibilities, and they are different, technically.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
If anything, I did, because if we're operating under the fact that one's perception creates the reality around them, like I am holding this controller because my brain can perceive its existence. My eyes can sense it, my hands can sense it. I'm not gonna taste it, but you know, like, if we're really getting into sensation and perception and how reality is a construct of your subjective reality, when I die, technically everything's dead. You know, that's not necessarily true in the objective sense, but if we're operating from an egocentric point of view, which I think is what this game's getting at, might be in that regard.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
And when I say egocentric, I don't mean like that in a dickish way. I mean egocentric as in literally a reality as if it only exists because you can perceive it. I don't mean like that with any of the baggage that normally comes with egocentrism.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
No, we manifested her into someone who's on our side. As in prior times, we've manifested her into two things that wanted to kill me. One was made of metal, and one was made of demon. Alright, I'm gonna save her. Wait, let's talk about this princess?
Just be quick about it.
What about it? She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? That's true.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
No, I'm not.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Okay, it is good to go over decisions that I've made before, because, like, before I didn't have the smitten with me.
Sure, it's her beauty.
Oh.
Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Nuts. Okay, who put her there?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay. Oh, that's it? Alright, why wouldn't they... if they locked her away, why wouldn't they slay her? Oh, it's true.
Look.
The special thing again?
Of course you're... Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
True.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
I do have a hunch that the narrator might actually be you, because the voice is the same, you know? He might be you from a more enlightened place, just trying to prevent this from happening, and he will fail every time.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath.
Yep. Proceed. I know what happens if I turn around.
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Yeah?
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
He's a little bit like me. Not as much as the cheated. The voice of the cheated was probably the most like me. If I was in this situation for realsies.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Express yourself.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
The banter.
Focus on the task ahead.
Wait, so he said the 4 of us earlier. Does that mean me, does that mean him, the smitten, the hero, me, the player, which means I'm another entity, and the princess? Those would be all different facets of this force working against the narrator in this reality. That's cool. When he said 4 of us, I didn't know that makes sense that me and the hero are separate, because sometimes he just says don't listen to him. Sometimes the narrator's talking to me, sometimes it's talking to the hero. That's an important distinction.
The interior
Whoa.
of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, yep, it was totally made of stone, as we saw from the outside.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different than last time. Oh, I didn't have this the last time.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Yeah?
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Oh, she will beg to differ when she sees me again.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Alright. He didn't say... Okay, he's gonna say what mirror? We're gonna be like blah blah blah. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
So why he can't perceive the mirrors is interesting.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
And every time the mirror is next to the door, and then in the third pass, the mirror is the door.
You reach forward and rub your
And
hand
it's
against
a wall.
the cabin wall. There was a mirror a second,
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
Huh?
We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Do I even have a hat? Okay. No blade.
The door to the basement
Oh.
creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Yeah, because we're buddies. Very castle dungeon.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Ah,
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
that line again.
Hello? Is someone there?
It me.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh god.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Bear in mind, this version of the smitten was literally killed by her.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Is it?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
The damsel.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Okay, it is like a nice little carpet she's got this time.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Okay, I enjoy the smitten, he's a little cringe though.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Yes!
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
You remember me.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
More importantly, she remembers.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes, I have.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Villain.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Okay, he's right, but...
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
No. Okay, so it seems like every time I die, a world dies.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
So she's almost like a cross-dimensional being. She's eldritch in herself. But then this other thing that takes her... because eventually she becomes like an eldritch thing. And then the hands come out when she's at her, like, final form. And they use her as a pristine vessel or something. Like, huh.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been.
I love this game.
I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
My job? You ain't paying me. Alright, you killed me last time and it hurt a lot. It really hurt. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you again? Cut you out again? What happened after I died? Oh, that's a good question. Did you end the world? Whoa, these are all cool. I want to save this one. Yeah. Yeah, these are a lot of cool options. I wonder if I reload the save file, it still keeps my former experiences, right? I think it would. Because there's something about the way this is structured that's very much like Doki. So I think it would still remember if I reload save files. I think that's like a mechanic of this game that I should be using more often. Okay. I really want to know what happened after I died and if she ended the world, but this narrator one is really important. Wait, I can just straight up rescue her? Okay. Hold on, let's see this.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Huh.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Wait, so she knows about the narrator?
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah.
That's because she's perfect.
Okay.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice next to him, always trying to drive her to violence.
That is interesting, right? It's a voice in your head that's driving you to violence. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
I think she's correct. I think she's exactly right. That's like all that happened. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Excuse you?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
I mean, no.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Well, even the narrator's like saying we gotta make the best decision for everyone. I feel like I'm being gaslit by the smitten and her right now.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
It is true, isn't it? The broken was broken because of her. The smitten was smitten because of her. The stubborn was stubborn because of her. The skeptic was skeptical because of her. It is interesting how each voice is a product of her, in a sense, you know? Did the world end?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Excuse me?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
She's a little too perfect right now.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Yes. I don't want the world to end. I've no feelings. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to the... Whoa. That's pessimistic. See, apathetic. This might turn her into something. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh, no, she would have said whatever we wanted.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I really would like to have gone back for that one.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Okay. We could talk about the knife, but I'd rather just see what happens if I just try to rescue her.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Oh, really?
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
With a lot of soap and some butter?
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I'm not sure I follow.
Are we getting the knife?
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I mean, you're kind of both playing that role.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Yes, that's very sensible.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Oh god, voice of the empiricist is next.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
How? You can't just roll your R's and make shit happen?
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
We
villain.
don't.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
What? Smitten.
You wouldn't.
Hang on. Wait, we're trying to avoid this.
I would.
Smitten?
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I love how she's so cool with this, like, alligator man, like, coming up and just visiting her.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, screw this narrator.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh.
Ugh.
Aw.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and
No.
everyone out there would be saved.
Never.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
So this tells me I could possibly have the knife and just free her, and then he would probably have me kill her at this moment.
What do we do now?
Hey. What do you want to do? We leave and we have our whole lives to figure out. Oh my god, wait, we're just gonna spend the time together? What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
She's gonna, like, turn into some demon.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Yeah, well, that would mean she's like, Haruhi Suzumiya, I think? Where bad shit just happens because she exists?
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Well, there's a million truths, it seems.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. Okay, chill. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. This is probably the right thing.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes
Yay!
your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Great.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Okay, Smitten.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made. This is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
This really does feel like an id ego, super ego kind of vibe.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
No!
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
God damn it.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Okay, so this probably would have been happening if we said leave anyway.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
My dude!
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
In another world.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Oh yeah? A quick save complete.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go
Did I
along
do
with
that?
the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. Let's work together as a team.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
My partner in crime here.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Blech.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Yep.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... Blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right
No.
thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Absolutely not. This is the first time I've seen her outside the basement. Take the blade and slay the princess. Absolutely not. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
You're the one not letting things go on.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay! Romantic haze.
A happy ending at last.
I love that phrase. Romantic haze.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh no, the hands!
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved.
Well, she's about to get snatched away by the hands, isn't she?
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Huh? No! This was chapter 2! But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and it left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, why so early? Okay. Narrator's gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
The villain vanquished.
Yeah, it's just me and the smitten.
There's something dreadful about it.
I don't think you should. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's like they don't want me to see myself.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We gotta. Ignore him. You approach the mirror, and once again, it's just me. Which is just darkness. It's you. It me. I'm a little ogre, I guess. That I've seen like every time. But it's so weird that we're doing this in the second instead of the third. You're alone in a place that's empty, it's quiet. Ah, you're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. I think I'm getting how this works out. So, like, if I found a way to kill her in this chapter, we would have gone to, she would have killed me back, we would have gone to chapter 3, and she would have been, like, the Scorned or something like that, right? I think that's what we're getting at. What are you?
I am solitary.
Yup.
light.
It uses her as a puppet. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Same stuff.
We are oceans, reduced to...
Yes. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only
Yeah, no.
thing. The space... I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
Yeah. Let's see. I can attack the entity. What does that even do? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
As we are now. What? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope.
Okay, now, the most unique thing about these conversations is what it says specifically about this version of the princess.
Yes. Nerves. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
So it knows that I have a hand in manifesting her.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
Yep, this same thing.
There are some tears that can never be
Yep.
unshed. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
So, there must be a version where she gets taken away by the hands in the first chapter. Okay. Destroy my body. Raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I cannot die. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are.
Yep.
There is no exit. But this vessel is a creature.
Yeah, she will.
Bring me more perspective.
More perspectives.
So that I may be
How many more pieces do we have to find?
more than you have found.
Okay, same thing.
But less than there are to find.
Yeah. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever.
Yep. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
They all do.
You won't.
Okay. God damn it, I hate that sound. Everything goes dark and you die. A loving vessel. Now that one's just a sweetheart. I love her.
You're on a path.
But she's gone.
You're here to slay her.
Now, can we do this by loading? Well, okay, hold on. Yeah. Because this would be the same thing as if I just started a new game, right? Oh! I meant to load that. Fuck! Oh, damn it. Okay. Speedrun time. I'm gonna file away the damsel because there are several moments where we could have gone after her. I think... Yeah. Oh! And so when I fought... Okay, so remember the adversary? She was like a devil thing. But then when I didn't fight her, she ended up becoming that flesh thing. And that was different than the adversary, right? That was the Fury. So, So, and then she was the Razor before. I see. It's starting to come together to me. Alright, I think I know what happens next. Okay, so we have options. We can go back to the damsel and offer, because I think that'll turn her into something very angry. Or we can go and do what I said I was going to do before in the last episode, which is try to draw out the conversation as long as we can. I think that'll be worth it. So, we're going to try to have a very long conversation with her in the next episode, so look forward to it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, smack the bell so you never miss a thing, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you, fill in the blanks for supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you all in the next video. For now, this is Dave out, peace out. Later!